Because shortly after this, Keanu started a cancer foundation. In 2009, Reeves revealed that he has a private foundation that's been running for 5 or 6 years, and it helps aid a couple of children's hospitals in cancer research. I don't like to attach my name to it, I just let the foundation do what it does.
He is insanely selfless, bro. He is insanely selfless. It is crazy. Like, he does shit on the low. That's what I do. See, I do shit on the chat. Y'all don't know. I be doing shit on the low. You feel me? I be doing shit on the low, too. But that right there is like, it's so selfless, bro. That's the most selfless act. You're not doing it for clout. You're not doing it for no attention. You're doing it strictly just because you have a good heart, bro. I love that. And you stop playing. Hey, man, stop it. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Okay? Stop playing with me, chat. Motherfuckers. NG, be for real. Just because you're a shitty person doesn't mean I'm a shitty person, okay? I help out those that are around. Play with me, bitch. Play with me, bitch. I'm talking to you.
Celebrities try to indulge in their own moral grandstanding and pretentiousness when they do a good deed. Keanu kept it private from
That's me. I'm grandstanding right now. I'm grandstanding on your neck, bitch.
as long as possible, but his generosity doesn't stop there. During production of the sequel, The Matrix Reloaded, Keanu filmed a scene where his character Neo was involved in a battle, fighting a bunch of clones of Agent Smith. The scene involved a dozen stuntmen, all acted as different Smiths in the scene. To thank them for their hard work, Keanu generously gave each member of the film's stunt team a brand new Harley-Davidson motorbike.
Bro.
No, this wasn't the only time he ever gave gifts to cast members. Reeves gave his John Wick Chapter 4 stunt team personalized Rolex Submariner watches to thank them for their hard work.
That is wild.
Worth $10,000 each. He also took care of the Matrix Resurrection stunt team, booking them an all-expenses-paid trip to the premiere. As a token of his appreciation, Reeves took care of the private jet travel and hotel accommodations, premiere tickets, and even organized a special post-premiere brunch for invitees, among other gifts. It was reported by multiple news outlets that Keanu donated $31.5 million, or 70% of his Matrix money, to cancer research.
Wow.
However, the story is not true. Keanu Reeves did not donate 70% of his salary to charity, his publicist confirmed. The internet immediately ran with this narrative because anytime they can get an excuse to praise Keanu for his generosity, they will take it. And after all, it does seem like something he would do. Ironically, the gesture that got him the most praise and attention was by far the most simple and normal. In 2011, this video of Keanu on the New York City subway went viral. After noticing a woman carrying a hefty bag, he pointed to his seat and asked if she wanted to sit down. The woman accepted the offer, at which point Keanu got up to let her take the seat he was occupying.
He's so goated, bro. He's a goat. Selfless act when no one's watching, chat. You should strive to be a better person. Selfless act when no one is watching, bro. That's the difference. You understand? That is the difference.
The video has more than 42 million views. Just the idea of him riding the subway instead of some limousine or having a personalized driver made people relate to the icon, let alone giving up his seat. Many photos of him with women went viral that point out his no-touching policy. He was being coined a respectful king because he refuses to rest his hand on women while taking photos with them, and he rather just floats it a few inches.
The hover hand.
Most celebrities' dark side or
Nah, he's smart for that. That's just a smart move. These bitch, but yo, it only takes one little bitch to fuck up your whole career, bro. One lying-ass conniving bitch to fuck up your whole career. You bitch talking about some, he touched me, I was victim. All while it was just a picture, he touched her shoulder, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, now you right, I'm telling you, bro. That's why I stay away from these bitches, honestly, truthfully.
controversies drive the most engagement. For Keanu, it's the total opposite. Viral Keanu news is him giving to homeless people, or spending time with them on the street, playing with puppies, showing a plush toy around China, or trying to gain wisdom on us.
What do you think happens when we die, Keanu Reeves?
I know that the ones who love us are racist.
Oh,
With all the pain Keanu has experienced, combined with the massive success he's had in Hollywood, he chose to remain a kind-hearted, humble man rather than a self-righteous narcissist. Most celebrities sell
Like me.
themselves for fame and fortune. Keanu uses his fame and fortune to help others. And although it may seem like he is over-celebrated for the smallest acts of kindness, Keanu Reeves has proved time and time again that he isn't a great guy by Hollywood standards. He is just a great human being.
Amazing, bro. Amazing video. 10 out of 10. Chat, you should strive to be like Keanu. I'm gonna do the opposite and be real loud and annoying. I'm gonna be just fucking just arrogant, you know what I mean? It's part of my persona, so I have to do it. Fuck you, you broke bitches! So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. James Smith. I like talking about the political and economical state of the world. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, let's watch this. How Will Smith forced his son
off of the internet.
Because I was picking up more things from adults than I were from kids my own age. And I look, and I go around sometimes and I hang out with other people that are my age, and they're just kind of just something. I'm just like, dude, like, like when we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now,
I feel offended. I feel offended, bro. What the fuck? You know, this went viral. anytime I'm in a room and get real quiet, bro, you know, I'm all proud. Are we talking about the political and economical state of the world right now? Like, what's going on?
like when we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now, when we talk about what's going on with the economy, we talk about
However, people choose to ignore the very important context stated right before that cookie clip.
but me like they would be having meetings there like university, and they would put me at the head of the table and just make me sit there while they're talking, debate with all these people, talk numbers, talk crazy stuff.
Jaden says he spent more time with adults than children during his youth. He would spend his free time in very important business meetings with his mother and father, Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, discussing serious business matters that he barely understood at the time. Jaden's parents never told him no. They allowed him to do anything and everything his heart desired, hoping that it would deepen and strengthen their relationship. They designed a meticulous, calculated plan for Jaden to be born and raised a superstar, and it ended in disaster by age 15.
Who's that? Will Smith doesn't like another son? Their other son. When he born? What? His older brother? What? All I ever knew about Jaden and Willow, bro. What the fuck? When?
And it ended in disaster. By age 15, he wanted to be emancipated from home, got blacklisted in Hollywood, and is hated by everyone on the internet. Most people's first introduction to Jaden was in 2006 during his film debut in the biographical drama The Pursuit of Happiness. Most young actors start with minor roles to help build their resumes. Jaden's father thought it would be best for his 7-year-old son to join a $55 million budget feature film alongside his dad, but the film producers did not want Jaden as the co-star. The film is inspired by the true story of Chris Gardner, a San Francisco salesman struggling to build a future for himself and his 5-year-old son Christopher when his
That is
girlfriend
so good, by the way. If you haven't watched Pursuit of Happiness, 10 out of 10 would recommend. So good. Oh my god, I cried.
walks out. Chris is left to raise Christopher on his own. In a movie that centers on a father's relationship with his son, it makes sense to cast an actual father-son duo, and many would argue the decision paid off with the heartfelt film. However, casting Jaden was not a straightforward decision. In fact, he still had to audition, just like other young actors in the convention for the part. In his memoir titled Will Smith explained that director Gabrielle Pacino was having trouble casting the role of Christopher Jr., having auditioned close to 500 child actors. Around that time, Jaden began expressing interest in acting, so Will and Jada consented to their son auditioning for the role. Although Pacino wanted Jaden to portray Christopher Jr., there was some pushback. Will wrote that the Pursuit of Happiness director told him, "I wanted Jaden for this role from the first moment I met him. The studio forbade me. The studio felt like it was a death sentence for the film from a marketing standpoint. They felt like people wouldn't be able to suspend disbelief seeing Jaden and you on camera as father and son. The studio also feared their decision would appear as favoritism and preferential treatment, with people crying out nepotism. Finally, Jaden was allowed to screen alongside Will, which led to Jaden auditioning a total of 9 times, which is very uncommon. The studio simply didn't want the problems that came along with casting, but audition after audition, in all of his innocent 6-year-old glory, he proved himself to be great in the role. Many people questioned if Jaden actually proved himself, or if his father was so steadfast on securing the role that eventually the studio just moved in. But it really didn't matter. The film was a hit, and a natural father-son dynamic helped to close with $300 million at the worldwide box office, with both Will and Jaden receiving several award nominations. Jaden says his parents never pressured or expected him to follow in their footsteps. However, he did grow up with a camera in his face. Now, a lot of parents made home videos with their kids, but maybe Will put a little extra focus on it.
My dad filmed me. We would make trade tricks, Matrix spin-off.
It's not uncommon for celebrities' children to follow the same career path, and he landed another substantial role in the sci-fi film The Day the Earth Stood Still, before securing a surprise guest appearance on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Now imagine every random idea you had as a child. If you were Will Smith's son, you would pour thousands of dollars into whatever your heart desired at that moment. At 10 years old, Jaden wanted to start a water company, Just Water. I'm in. When I was a kid, I kept seeing discarded water bottles on the ground everywhere, and the amount of waste blew me away. I told my parents that I was passionate about reducing our carbon footprint. For the next 7 years, they developed a planet-friendly water bottle that uses 82% renewable material. Just water wouldn't be available to the public until 2015. As of 2019, the company has sold its water in stores over 10 countries and over 15,000 retail stores in North America. Although Jaden wanted to make an impact on the world, his privilege undoubtedly gave him a sense of superiority. He seemingly forgot that his parents' money funded his business ventures, meaning he didn't need an education like others. He once famously tweeted, "If everybody in the world dropped out of school, we would have a much more intelligent society." Jaden
That's a dumbass tweet. That is a dumbass tweet. That's about the stupidest shit I've ever. What? I don't think that's how it works, bro.
was homeschooled by his parents in the beginning because his father wanted his kids by his side when he was filming movies. "My kids being with me is of a higher value than sitting in a classroom." Then in 2009, Will and Jada opened New Village Leadership Academy, a private elementary school in Calabasas, California. Jaden and his sister Willow enrolled in the academy once it was up and operating. According to ABC News, classes consisted of yoga, karate, robotics, technology, math, literacy, Spanish, art, and living skills.
So it's like fucking, it's skills that you actually need instead of learning about fucking, I don't know, a fake story about Christopher Columbus and shit, you know what I mean? And algebra or some bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, you can actually use it. They probably learn how to do taxes. Speaking of taxes, I got a bill in the mail. Oh my god, I'm going to starve. Oh no!
As Jaden grew older, he used social media to express his views regarding traditional education.
We're preparing everybody to go to prison through the schools. It's like, oh, okay, the people that are not doing good in the grades, oh, you're doing like this, oh, you left in detention, da da da. There's too many correlations between public schools and prison.
Jaden has been crowned the king of I'm 14 and this is deep. Pretty much anyone who has experienced the American education system knows it's not setting us up to be successful multimillionaires. And maybe in theory, the New Village Leadership Academy style of learning could be much better for the youth. The problem is that the school costs $22,000 per year to attend and was closed due to parents claiming their child's curriculum was steeped in Scientology. So Jaden says things like,
What Scientology? What the fuck is that?
"School is the tool to brainwash the youth, and education is rebellion." It kind of just comes off as a rich boy who had all the resources to be successful and thinks anyone can do it as long as they put their mind to it and work hard.
Basically a cult. A trip of a cult. A cult? Scientology is a cult. A cult? A cult of what? It's a rich people cult of what? Science? They just, what? A religion based on sci-fi book. Aliens. It's centered around aliens. So it's a religion. Scientology is a religion that offers a precise path leading to a complete and certain understanding of one's true spiritual nature and one's relationship to self, family, groups, mankind, all life forms, and material universe, the spiritual universe, and the supreme being. That sounds good. Scientology doesn't sound bad. I like Scientology. It is not. Why not? W. Reed, Kenji. Thank you. Oh my god, read so well. High power and shit unfairly. They don't believe in regular medicine. Ooh, so like you got a headache, they're like, don't take an Advil. Rub this sheepskin on your forehead. Scientology. Like that. You're having a kid? You don't need the epidural. I'll punch your stomach. It'll blow it out. Scientology. So they're weirdos. Dude, you know what? I'm fucking mad. I'm not gonna make fun of it. I'm not gonna say Scientology is weird. I'm not gonna say none of that. Last time I made fun of some shit that I didn't know was a fucking religion. I got dragged, bro. YouTube comment. Oh my god, Satanists don't sacrifice dogs, Kenji. Oh my god. Like, I don't fucking know, brother. Okay, I didn't know it was a fucking religion, to be honest. Alright, I thought it was a cult. So when you motherfuckers calling Scientology a cult, stop. Because you're gonna get my YouTube comments annoying as shit. These stupid woke motherfuckers are gonna be all in my shit. It's gonna be annoying, dude. Shut the fuck up, okay? Holy shit. If I see another Scientology is my religion and you live and respect it. No, I mean, shut the fuck up, Ken.
However, in 2010, Jaden would hit his career peak when he starred in the remake of The Karate Kid, a role that catapulted him to superstar.
I hate it.
Can you imagine? This was Will Smith's idea. Jaden said, "Yeah, and everybody knows in our house that my dad's a little crazy." Okay, he's very crazy. But you know, when he said this, we were like, "Are you sure?" And then we were like, "Because you're the guy." Little did Jaden know that just blindly listening to his father would eventually lead to disaster. The spotlight while his parents took on producer roles, overseeing the film under their production company, Overbrook Entertainment. This film would change a lot of the most iconic parts of the original. Ralph Macchio's 1984 Karate Kid depicts a boy from New Jersey who moves to a California town. For Jaden's Trey Parker in the remake, he's not just a new kid in town. He experiences an unimaginable culture shock when his mother's job forces them to move from Detroit to China. The main character in both adaptations is hostage towards the class bully and must learn how to defeat him. However, the famous wax on basically the weapon system centered around putting a jacket on and taking it off, hanging it up, and taking it down. Karate, which originated briefly contemplated changing the title to the Kung Fu Kid before deciding otherwise. Jackie Chan portrays Parker's instructor, Mr. Han, a maintenance man.
I just say I hate this movie, bro. It was so bad. I don't know if it was just him, like he was so young. I don't like kid actors. I genuinely, it's really hard to be like a really good kid actor. Like that motherfucker from Home Alone, probably the only good like kid actor. To be honest, if you're a kid, I just find you annoying. To be honest with you, bro. I'm sorry. I can't look at a fucking kid being serious. I hate it here. I don't want to be here. I just get mad and make me want to beat a kid for real. You know what I mean? I know it's a movie, but I get mad. I'm sorry. L. Kenji, shut the fuck up, okay? You little tablet fuck. You probably kid yourself. Shut the fuck up. Talking about some L. Kenji. I'm assuming anyone that types L is fucking 12. Shut the fuck up. Let's continue this video.
And secret Kung Fu master who trains Parker to face the bullies at an upcoming Kung Fu tournament. Having Jackie Chan as the main character meant this film was destined for success. Chan is so widely respected in China that they got production benefits that nobody else could. The Chinese government reportedly agreed to let filming take place at the Great Wall of China, the Forbidden City, and the Wudang Mountains.
Yo, Jackie Chan got fucking motion, bro. What? He got motion with the government? This motherfucker is crazy.
Then Jaden was given the opportunity to collaborate with the biggest pop star in the world, Justin Bieber, for the Karate Kid theme song. Adding to the seemingly never-ending list of advantages Jaden had, Never Say Never featured a rap verse from Jaden. This was the first song he ever recorded. The single reached number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Today, Never Say Never has been certified 5 times platinum and accumulated over 1 billion views on YouTube. The Karate Kid, released in summer of 2010, received positive reviews from critics and grossed over $359 million globally. Nonetheless, the film's success reinforced Jaden's position as a rising star in Hollywood. He was paid a reported salary of $1 million as an upfront fee, but received an additional $2 million bonus after the film was released. Will Smith carefully shaped his son's career up until this point. He was now 12, a global superstar, who basically had a perfect resume, but all of that was about to come crashing down. In 2013, Jaden appeared alongside his father Will in the post-apocalyptic action film.
I remember this, bro. Oh my god, this shit was trash.
After Earth. This was intended to be the first installment of a new franchise. Will intended to launch a multimedia franchise titled 1000 AE. The original plan was that After Earth would be followed by a sequel and a live-action television series, an animated television series, webisodes, a video game, consumer products, theme park attractions, documentaries, comics, an educational program collaboration in partnership with NASA, cologne and perfume lines, and a social media platform. With Jaden being the face of it all, Will created a plan to essentially turn Jaden into Mickey Mouse, a ubiquitous character that can be milked for billions of dollars through licensing. Once Jaden realized he was just a pawn for his father's billion-dollar business, he tried to exit his own family.
I don't think it was a pawn. I mean, yeah, like, you can look at it like, oh yeah, he's a pawn or whatever the fuck, or you can look at it as like a father that genuinely wanted his son to do good. Because as a father, bro, you're gonna want, like, as a parent, you're gonna want your kid to do well in life. You feel me? And if you can set your kid up for that, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? So I feel like looking at it like this is real cynical in a way. I don't know if I agree with this. To be fair though, he is his own person, so if he doesn't want to do it, obviously he can do whatever he wants, and Will Smith has to respect that. But at the same time, I don't know. Painting this narrative is kind of weird. Unless there's a fucking interview where I'm just gonna eat all my words, and this motherfucker will be like, yeah, no, my dad was crazy as shit. I hate him. He was, but again, this is gonna come off as a fucking little bratty ass kid to me, dude. I still see that little kung fu motherfucker, dude. Fuck him.
After Earth is a film set in the distant future where Earth is
I'm hating right now. I'm hating like I don't like his music.
become uninhabitable.
In that one little dance move he does all the time. That one little, you know what I'm talking about? He goes, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? He hit the boat. He does that little moonwalk shit. Hit the boat. He did that like 8 times in that music video. If you know what I'm talking about. My fault.
To environmental catastrophe, and humans have resettled on a new planet called Nova Prime. After Earth centers on General Cypher Rage, played by Will Smith, and his son Katai, played by Jaden Smith. Cypher is a legendary military commander known for his ability to ghost, which means he can suppress his fear and become visible to the alien creatures called Ursa that infiltrate humanity. On the other hand, Katai struggles to live up to his father's expectations and lacks the emotional control necessary to ghost. Cypher is critically injured when their spaceship crash lands on Earth, and Katai must embark on a perilous journey to retrieve a rescue beacon that can signal for help. The film primarily focuses on Katai's survival and personal growth as he faces numerous dangers and overcomes his fears. After Earth, through a generic and uncompelling plot, came off as a passion project that potentially reflected Will and Jaden's real-life relationship. The reflection being that Jaden wasn't nearly as talented as his father and he needed to desperately work on his craft to be mentioned in the same breath. Perhaps the most ironic part about this film is that it's too realistic. Cypher holds his son's hand while guiding him to success, instead of allowing Katai to find his own path, which is exactly what happened in real life between Will and Jaden. Cypher's demanding expectations and Katai's desire to prove himself create tension within their relationship that evolves as the story progresses. This same tension is reflected in Will and Jaden's relationship months after the film's release. Critics felt that Jaden was handed the opportunity due to his family's connections rather than his acting abilities, which was completely true. Another concern surrounding the film was elements of Scientology, a controversial religion to which the Smith family has been closely associated. Despite the star power of Will Smith,
It's controversial. Yeah, why is it controversial? We're gonna look at a video. I need to educate myself on Scientology. I want to know what the fuck is going on.
underperformed at the box office. It did not meet the financial expectations set by the studio, leading to financial losses and disappointment for overall. Although the film made over $243 million on a $130 million budget, the production budget doesn't include the marketing, which cost roughly $100 million. This meant the film's total budget stood somewhere around $230 million. And not to mention the empire that was supposed to be built around it. To add insult to injury, the film received 6 Golden Raspberry Award nominations, with Jaden winning Worst Actor, Will winning Worst Supporting Actor, and the other winning Worst Script. Will abandoned his multi-year
They did it on purpose. Someone in Hollywood higher up had to do that on purpose, bro. There's no way. You get worse everything, bitch. Worst duo as a father-son duo. Honestly, I'm gonna boom myself, bro. It's time to pack it up. Dang, Dad, listen, what you wanna do? Cause I'm about to end my shit over here. Like, fuck that.
dollar franchise plan and admitted that this destroyed his relationship with Jaden. After Earth was an abysmal box office and critical failure, Will wrote in his memoir, and what was worse was that Jaden took the hit. Fans and the press were absolutely vicious.
Damn.
They said and printed things about Jaden that I refused to repeat. Jaden had faithfully done everything that I'd instructed him to do, and I coached him into the worst public mauling he'd ever experienced.
Damn.
We never discussed it, but I knew he felt betrayed, he felt misled, and he lost his trust in my leadership. And Will wasn't lying about the public humiliation. Jaden was eviscerated. South Park made fun of him.
Jaden Smith lets his parents do whatever they want. You know what? The guys at work, they took a bet on who would win in a fight, you or Jaden Smith, and they all said Jaden Smith could kick your ass.
Key and Peele also made fun of him.
I mean, it's hard being Will Smith's son. I just want to make sure my next project reflects I'm a down-to-earth, normal kid. Am I making any sense?
Damn, bro. Damn. Nah, sometimes that shit kind of sucks. I think we get wrapped up in a meme chat. We kind of forget there's people behind it. I get lost. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Listen, Jada, if you ever end up on this video, I want you to know I love your music. Improve your dance a little bit. You know, you dance with that one little ass dance where you got a little beat. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you. Now. But your music, you know what I mean? I don't know. You probably had someone write that shit for you. You know what I mean? I know how the music industry go. They just write a whole song for you, go and record the shit. They fuck with the vocals. Trust me, I'm friends with producers. I'm just keep on playing the video. My fault.
And endless articles and tweets that were being thrown at him every day. All of Jaden's success at this point was because of Will, Pursuit of Happiness, The Karate Kid, even Just Water, which was started with Will's money. Jaden blindly followed his dad because what child wouldn't trust their dad? Plus, it was working. There was an immense pressure to fulfill his dad's vision to become a billion-dollar franchise, and he performed to the best of his capabilities, only for it all to come crashing down and have the world blame Jaden and not Will. Jaden was ruined, angry, and asked his parents if he could be emancipated. Emancipation is a legal process that frees a child who is between the ages of 14 to 17 from the custody and control of their parent or guardian. His parents were heartbroken, but they understood why. They realized it was because of their mistakes that their son didn't feel normal. He ultimately decided to not be emancipated, but he started to pursue a life and career on his own terms. However, this would make people hate him even more. How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't? If newborn babies can speak, they would be the most intelligent beings on planet Earth.
He's talking to himself. I'm trying so hard. What the fuck is he talking about?
I should just stop tweeting. The human consciousness must raise before I speak my juvenile philosophy. Jaden feeling like he is this profound philosopher that the world can't understand obviously comes off as extremely pretentious. But he was 14 years old at this point and was finally coming up with his own thoughts, ideas, creations, instead of his parents shaping them.
True.
In an interview with GQ, he said, "Me and Willow are scientists, so everything for us is a scientific test upon humanity." He even compared himself to the scientific pioneer Galileo. At least now the criticism and bullying Jaden was receiving was because of his own thoughts and ideas and not his father's. He embraced the memes in this video. Jaden Smith reads mind-blowing facts about the universe.
The human brain takes in 11 billion bits of information every second. It is working a full year. In an average lifetime, human skin completely replaces itself 900 times. You see your nose all the time. Your brain just chooses to.
He did become somewhat of a fashion trendsetter. Jaden is known for his androgynous fashion style. He frequently wears clothing that blurs the lines between traditional men's and women's fashion, incorporating elements like skirts, dresses, oversized clothing, and bold patterns. In 5 years, when a kid goes to school wearing a skirt, he won't get beat up, and kids won't get mad at him. He even wore outfits like a white Batman suit to prom, the Met Gala, and Kim and Kanye's wedding. This continued to get him bullied by haters. His tweet stating that Tyler the Creator was his boyfriend just added more fuel to the fire. Their alleged relationship was never confirmed nor denied, but his ambiguity inspired many people around the world. Every new venture seemed to give his haters more material to use against him, but that changed with his album Sire, which even his biggest opposers admit was pretty good. While the lyrics still feel like his signature I'm 14 and this is deep style, the production is a 10 out of 10. No exaggeration, this is one of the best produced melodic hip-hop albums of the 2010s. The most prominent single on the project was Icon.
I like, what's that song he did? Some shit with Goku, bro. Fire.
Which, despite not charting on the Billboard Hot 100, it did go 2 times platinum in the United States, while the music video accumulated over 184 million views on YouTube. And this track is nothing short of a banger. Many people criticize him for calling himself an icon.
I think what it means to be an icon is being able to take extreme amounts of hate. The only reason that they receive that hate is because they do things that other people don't do.
Following Sire, Jaden released Eries in 2019, an album that delved into darker themes and explored a more experimental sound. Nobody wants to feel bad for a kid that was born in the 0.001% of society. He has attempted to use his own status as Will Smith's son as a disadvantage. If I were white and not Will Smith's silly son, I would be the most respected philosopher of our and all time. I always knew no one was going to understand me. I felt about life differently than other kids. I could tell by the way they treated me. It is hard to live in the shadow of someone else. Jaden's biggest failures are by trusting his dad's vision. Some of Jaden's worst takes are from the perspective of a teenager trying to develop his own uniqueness. He just did it in front of the whole world. As he got older, he extended his privilege. Misfits Rep, the sustainable and eco-friendly fashion brand which promotes ethical manufacturing processes and the use of sustainable materials. The Water Box, a filtration system that helps provide clean water nationwide. He also opened a mobile restaurant where homeless people can eat for free. I Love You, launched in 2019, started as a vegan food truck where Jaden aimed to provide free, healthy, sustainable meals to the homeless community in Los Angeles' Skid Row area.
I'd rather
He may
starve
have
than eat
been a
that,
Nepo baby, but it seems like he at least uses it to do some good in the world. Plus, nothing Jaden has ever said or done will be more embarrassing than the public humiliation Will Smith has been subject to over the past few years.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, Will Smith has been getting dragged over one slab. Like, come on, bro. Chris Rock isn't even funny. He's past his prime. Like, fuck him. We could really jump his bitch ass. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck about Chris. Like, Chris Rock, bro. That's why we can. Will Smith is the GOAT, bro. Acting-wise, okay? Yeah, so what if his wife cheats on him and fuck other dudes? You know what I mean? Who cares, bro? You know what I mean? Who cares? Who cares if she wants Tupac and not him, but she Tupac RP to the fucking GOAT, you know what I mean? He passed away, so now she got settled with Will Smith. Yeah, also, I'm gonna say this, Will Smith, bro, being so successful, being like, he's like the man, bro, okay? He was like the fucking man. You know how many hits that motherfucker has? Will Smith, like, any Will Smith movie, fire as fuck, okay? This showed why bitches ain't shit. And honestly, why they deserve less. I'm gonna say it. Because, bro, you can have millions of dollars, amazing performances, crazy movies, mansions, cars, fucking accolades, up the ass, bro, okay? And will still cheat on you for some deal. Terrible. I end my closing statement with, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And the last part was just a joke, okay? Don't get too fucking riled up. YouTube comments, I know you guys struggle with jokes. Oh, jokes, oh no, a little bit of satire here and there. Alright, bro, fucking relax. Okay, go fucking unsubscribe, because I'll probably be my asshole. There's a new